Welcome back to the Jenny McCarthy Show. I'm Jenny McCarthy Wahlberg. You know how much I love my E. We got a new show, you guys. Dating, NoFilter. Starring Nina Parker. Hi, Nina. How are you?
Hi, I'm good.
I watch you every day.
You do?
I mean, I always have E on. Like, that's the
I feel like we all do, right? Just kind of like it plays. You can clean, you could cook, you could just kind of have it on, and it permeates your soul.
That's right. And at least I'm in the know of a little bit of pop culture. You're also on Nightly Pop, which airs Sundays and Mondays at 11 p.m. Eastern.
Yeah.
But Dating, No Filter, is Tuesdays, 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm excited about this. It's an unscripted comedy series, right?
Yes.
Okay, and describe it for people so we all want to tune in.
So basically, there are 6 comedians, 2 to a couch, and we watch people in LA go on dates and comment about the dates. So it's kind of like a show within a show. So you watch the crazy dates, and then you watch us basically scream and throw things at TV because a lot of the people on the dates are doing weird things.
Like, what are some of the, like a tease of something where you're like, oh no, he didn't, or oh shit, she did.
Okay, so a girl brought a taser. So she basically brings a taser at the dinner table and is like, if you act up, she like sets it off. But surprisingly, the guy was like, I'm from Baltimore. I've seen tasers all day. He wasn't surprised. So it's like you think people are going to be shocked, and then they're not. It really shows that there's someone for everyone. We had some guy who brought puppets on a date and spoke with the puppets instead of speaking as himself. So it's like all of these weird, like funny dates, and some of them actually do connect.
Now, in LA, it's, easier to probably cast something like this.
Yeah.
The only thing that's difficult, especially now being in this business, when I watch it, any type of shows, I go, how do I know that they're in it to get on a date? Right. Or everyone just wants to be seen these days or raise their followers. How do you guys screen, or it doesn't really matter? Good TV is good TV.
I'm not a part of the screening process. I know that they do vet them, and I think it's a mix. I think some people probably are in entertainment or trying to break into entertainment, but that doesn't mean you're not trying to find a relationship at the same time. So I think some people think they can probably kill 2 birds with one stone, like get a little coverage and then also meet somebody that they could potentially date. But then some of them are people who genuinely are just signing up to go on a date and are teachers or doing something that has absolutely nothing to do with entertainment. So I think there's a good mix. So sometimes you meet someone who's in entertainment who's a model, but then they pair them with someone who might be a therapist or a teacher or something like that. So it usually ends up being a balance.
I mean, I guess I was fortunate enough back in my dating show back in 25 freaking years ago, Single Out. we had to pick up. We had to pick up like total losers because we had to find people that were teens that were not in school and didn't have jobs. So we had a van drive around.
Are you kidding?
No, it's a true story. They'd go to like malls and be like, get in the van. Hey, what are you doing on the street? Get in the van. And so like my security
how people still pick up dates in LA. Just get in my van.
Totally. Do you find that people have a tendency to like overshare on their first dates?
Oh, yeah. That's actually for me, I mean, it's good for the show. It's like the mama bear and me. I'm like, hold some stuff to your chest. So they probably are like, Nina, we need them to divulge on the date. But it's like they meet each other and then like in the first 5 minutes, they're like, what was your first impression of me? And it's like, girl, I just met you. We just walked in the door. We're just having coffee. So I feel like they want to know immediately what the other person thinks of them very quickly.
What an awkward question
to
ask.
Weird.
I can't imagine being like, what do you think of me?
Yeah. Like, it's just a very odd thing, and it's a lot of men seem to ask that. So I guess it's some type of insecurity. The person's going to lie, so it sets you up.
I mean, I would literally have said, what do you think of you? Let's start there.
See, and then the show would have to go to OWN.
Totally. That's how much older I've got. I'd throw it right back in their face.
It's such a
Do
good
you
question.
love yourself enough? It's true.
Yeah,
what do you
because
think
they're
about
very
yourself?
full of themselves, and a lot of them are very narcissistic, and so they a lot of them are humble, which is a good thing. And I think that's a part of why I like being on the couch, because people come in and we have guys who are like, I'm used to being a ladies' man, or they're all very superficial, and then you have like the girl come in that doesn't actually like the model guy, and he's shocked, and it's a little humbling. And then we kind of have a little riff with him on the couch. couch. And then so later they'll tweet us and just be like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I acted like that on TV. So I look at it as like a little dating intervention for some people. Like, you need to see how you act in public.
Totally, it's true. And are they all LA based?
Most of them are LA based. Yeah, all of the dates are in LA. Some of the daters are from all over, but they're all like LA based daters, and all the dates are based in and around LA.
I mean, it'll make for good TV, I'll tell you, because when I was single dating in LA, I had to move out of the state because I was like, there's no way I'm going to find love with guys that I'm not sure which team they're on. They want to borrow my makeup. Like, I missed a guy's guy. So I can relate why that girl didn't want the model.
Well,
you know what I mean?
my boyfriend now is from New York. So he lives in LA now, but he's a New Yorker. And,
Nice.
you know, I've been in LA for over 10 years. And most of the guys I have dated were like new to the city. You got to get them when they're fresh.
Totally.
You know, before they start to get that LA in the system. You get them fresh and you steal them from the scene. You don't tag them on Instagram. Like, you keep them deep down, dark and hidden until you're ready to come out with the relationship.
You are so smart. That's absolutely true. I'm talking to Nita Parker. Dating No Filter and Nightly Pop. You guys can check her out on E. Are there any off-limit topics for you?
Never.
For you?
Me personally, no. I am like pretty much an open book. Like, I don't really have anything that I can't talk about. Like, I'm pretty open.
And, you know, people do tend to bring up an ex on their date. Sometimes I can see where it's beneficial, so you can see how that person speaks of their ex.
Right.
Or if they're still in love with their ex.
Right.
Or any. But it can also be an awkward thing. Like, why the fuck are you bringing it up?
It's weird. So, I think if they volunteer it, that's weird, right? But if you're asked the question and you answer it in a healthy way, I think that's fine. If I say, oh, when was your last relationship? But if you just volunteer, like, me and my ex came here, then I'm like, okay, he's not over her. This is a red flag.
Right. I mean, after watching Hannah Bachelorette season, I think a good question is, are you seeing anyone else right now?
Right. Right. And you hope you get the right answer, because I felt like that guy was one of those dancers. He just likes to dance around the truth. So sometimes when you ask, you still don't really get it. That's why you got to lurk on Instagram.
You mean like a spy on Instagram?
Yeah. Yeah, you got to vet. I'm a believer of vetting. I got to make sure we're good. Let me see what you liking on here. Let me look a little bit. I got to vet the system and see what's going on.
Right. And then do you also, like, how deep do you go? Do you go like, okay, who's he following?
I go so far, I end up back at my own page. I'm like, how did I get back here?
That is freaking
I learned
amazing.
It goes deep. I'm like, how did I get on his mama's cousin's page?
You must feel bad for us older folks who have no internet. We had to rely on, the
old-fashioned, man. It was like, this is a whole new wave of dating. I can't tell you how many times I've had girlfriends send me an Instagram link or be like, look at his page, or, and there's people now, how the drug dealers have burner phones? Like, yes. People have burner pages now. So it's like, girl, use the burner page. So if you accidentally like something, it doesn't go back to your page. It goes back to the burner page. But then they also get messy
when they're drunk and they get messy and they forget to flip back to that page.
They forget. See, you got it.
I listen to my girlfriends and I'm like, why do you have 7 accounts?
It's true. And it's why I love Dating No Filter, because it's literally a show where they couldn't see the person's Instagram, which is rare these days. Normally you get a little hint, and this is completely blind.
Those blind dates, they could be scary. Has anyone sat down and went, I'm out of here?
Yes. It happens later, because they do normally on the dates there's an activity, so we send them and they'll do something like go on a hike or go to the beach, and then they go to dinner. So we've had people go on the activity. There was one girl who went to the bathroom and never came back. She was like, and rightfully so, she was well within her right to do so. The date was going left, so I understood why she did it. But a couple of people have been like, I'm out of here, and so it's interesting to watch.
I like that you have them do an activity first.
Yes. So
that was something we did.
Yeah.
Yeah. On Love in the Wild, what I did that didn't wind up continuing, but we always had them do like a some type of hard activity to see how well they work together.
Exactly.
And to me, that's like the most beneficial. My friend Kate Casey talks about like they should do something though. It's like, let's try to balance a budget, something that, like life skill wise.
She was trying to find out that credit score.
Yeah, exactly. Let's see how well they do changing diapers within a minute or something like that, or figuring out the diaper genie. Something
That's
that
good. I like
useful.
that. Like activities that you would do within the relationship. You just do it up front. That way you know.
Exactly. Eventually. Let me plug it again. Dating No Filter, you guys. It's on Tuesdays at 11 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. They call me the pop culture guru, which is hilarious. I'm Masked Singer, which I would consider you more of a pop culture guru. So I'm going to get on you about your dish because you dish daily on East Daily Pop. What is going on with Chris Lee family? Oh. I'm so heartbroken because they've been on my show a bunch of times. They're a family that I thought would always be on TV and not hit this kind of devastating news. Hear it.
It's crazy. I mean, obviously they're denying everything. They're basically saying there's a lot of drama actually with the Chrisleys right now, because first we have the whole financial drama, and then they have like that family drama going on because his daughter is accusing him and her brother of purchasing like a sex tape of her with a ex-Bachelor contestant. So they have that going on, plus the financial. It's kind of imploding, which is kind of crazy because people really do enjoy watching them. I mean, I don't know. I mean, if the cameras are rolling, it'll be great TV. I just don't know if it'll continue.
Right. And from your own perspective, we don't know the truth yet.
Right.
But are you feeling like there is a possibility that this could all be true?
It's so hard to tell. The thing is like with money and taxes and finances, it's just always so difficult because I feel like most people who are celebs who get these big checks all have some type of tax issue. Like they have all, I think Will Smith just talked about when he first came out, he didn't know he was supposed to give a percentage and they took stuff from him. So I feel like it's always kind of tricky. It's just more of, did they know they were doing it or not? You know what I mean? I think that
it's called have a fucking business manager for Christ's sake.
But it's surprising how many people don't, or it comes so quickly they're not prepared for it. So I'm wishing them the best. I hope they do work it out.
Me too.
You just got to keep that paperwork in order.
I got to ask you the next one. You had a front row seat to Cardi B throwing her shoe at Asia on the Love and Hip Hop reunion a few years ago. What was that like for you?
I mean, I'm from the Bay Area, so I've been to many a barbecue growing up where people were throwing more than shoes. So for me, it wasn't a big deal. I mean, it was just that I was filming and my bosses were there. But it was fine. Like, watching it back, people send me that clip all the time of her throwing the shoe. But it was kind of crazy, entertaining, just like with everybody else. I was just trying to make sure I got out of the way because I wasn't trying to get a concussion.
No kidding. I mean, what is it going to take for Nicki and Cardi to end this feud?
Oh, it's not happening anytime soon because it just got reignited. So this is my thing. I don't think they have to, because I feel like there are a lot of male rappers who don't get along, and nobody's like, why don't these guys just come together? It's always with the female rappers that we have to have like this female unity, which is great, and I hope for it. But I don't mind a little rap beef. I don't mind that they don't get along. I feel like we get better music as fans. So if they want to keep beefing, as long as nobody gets hurt, I'm not mad at that.
I know. I'm like, I don't mind their diss tracks whatsoever, but I do feel like sometimes I go, God damn it. Like, shouldn't we all somewhat support each other? Because it's so hard.
But you how there's always just that one girl you just can't stand. Like, I feel like that's that with them. Like, they just don't like each other, and they tried to squash it. And I'm like, some people just don't like each other, and it's just got to be okay.
Are you more Team Nicki or Team Cardi?
You know what? I like them both. I like them both for different things. I think Cardi is really funny and entertaining. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, I like them both. Cardi is more my turn up. Like, if I'm getting ready to go out, I'm going to listen to her. She's funny. Like, I can go through her Instagram stories and just be entertained and funny. Nicki is like for when I'm ready to, like, when I got to be serious, when I might go in for a promotion, I'm listening to that rap that's like, get me in the zone. Maybe if I got to pull somebody's hair, I'm going to listen to some Nicki.
That's such a great answer. Nina, it was so fun talking to you. No wonder why you're doing so amazing. Dating No Filter and Nightly Pop, you guys, only on E! With Nina Parker. Come back anytime.
Thank you.
Fabulous, my love.
Thank you so much. You as well.
Jenny McCarthy Show. Oh!